She made her women's bodybuilding debut at the Masters Olympia in Tokyo, Japan. I mean, it was a. I didn't get a chance to watch much of that. Some guys, some posts and stuff here and there because when y'all were having the shows, I was in my bed going, but
Yeah, different time zone.
yeah, yeah. I actually a couple of days before the show, I interviewed Tiana Flex, and we're going to do another interview next week. So we're going to welcome her and thank you for her time.
Yeah, thank you.
Not a problem. So explain to us what got you started into bodybuilding.
Oh, it was just a hobby for me, going to the gym every day. And then until, I started trying out to compete local here in the Philippines.
Hmm.
And then that's
Well,
it. Until I got my pro card.
all right. So that thing is Philippines. I mean, I got a friend of mine. His name is James, but he goes by the tag Execution 23. He goes to the Philippines. He's visited quite a few times. He told me, George, when you come down here, you might find some good women. That's a long way to go to find a woman. Huh? That's for me. But you know, but yeah, you turned pro. Originally, you were doing women's physique, and
Yeah.
then you switched to
Uh,
women's bodybuilding. What were you
yes.
yeah, when you first started? What was your first division you started in before you made the switch?
Locally, I started with figure with a different federation, and then I started competing with women's physique category with IFBB Pro League, which is first was the Global Classic in Macau, and then Sean Rodden here in the Philippines, and then Muscle Contest Philippines.
Yeah, I think that was 2019 you turned pro.
Yeah, 2019 when I got my pro card.
Yeah, where's that feeling for you? I mean, for competing as long as you have, and now you're finally an IFBB pro.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm yeah, I'm part of the family. Yeah.
Well, bodybuilding is a big family. It's kind of a growing family because,
Yes.
I've recently interviewed a lady. She's from Singapore. Her name's Carol Ung, and she just made her pro debut a few months ago. She's planning to maybe come back here to do some more shows.
Yeah.
One lady that where I posted on my IG, she says she loves you. That is Big Jane, and
Yeah, Big Jane.
she's from Thailand. That's a little bit, I think,
Yeah.
good ways from y'all. And then I think there's another female bodybuilder from also from the Philippines, and that's Maria Q. Lieberman. And
Yeah,
it's I,
Maria.
yeah, I think it's really starting to grow. And, is there any more bodybuilders other than like yourself in the Philippines?
Yeah, but it's more on bikini and figure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, more of the smaller women. It's just like it's really a lot, especially if you don't have the build to put on muscle. Look like now, look at her right now. This is just 2 weeks from the Masters Olympia. She looks in great shape. I mean,
Thank you.
man, it's my pleasure to let a lady know that you look in great shape. I mean, you work hard, you train hard. But
Yeah.
the plan was originally was you were gonna make your debut back in 2023. What happened?
Oh, yeah. Back in 2023, yeah, I was supposed to do my pro debut, but there was a family matter, so I had to step back.
Yeah, I know it's important in family because you're a wife, you have a child, and I think this sport can always keep going, but family is the most important thing about you, Mike.
Yeah.
How long you and your husband been together? Because I see him, he's
Oh,
under the
we're married for 25 years.
and what's his name?
Richie.
Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his thoughts now? Like, has he ever been inspired to go to gym with you and work out with you?
No. It's just supportive. Or
That's
the
good.
opposite.
Yeah. Oh, that's not that bad. It's good that he loves you, supports you. I mean, also your son, and how old is he? Is his
Oh,
name?
yeah, he's 22 years old.
Yeah, he's grown up to,
Yeah.
he's grown up to a man. But remember, my mom used to like, yeah, remember, you're still mama. Yeah, beat him down. Let him know that you're still the boss. He's I know he's proud of his mother and he
Oh
supports
yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm yeah
Yeah. So,
thankful. I'm very thankful for my husband and my son. Very supportive.
yeah. What about the rest of the family? How do they feel about you being a bodybuilder?
Oh, they're very. My family is very supportive. They're happy for me.
hmm Yeah, because I think the Philippines is very traditional kind of country. Where women
Yes,
supposed
it's
to
true.
be,
Yeah.
yeah, you're supposed to be the homemakers. You take care of the babies. You keep the house
Yes.
clean.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
true.
there's not a lot of women like yourself walking around who are as built in the shape
But
as you are.
nowadays, the society's accepting. Just they're accepting the women in bodybuilding.
Mhm. Well, it's still a slow thing because most countries, especially you're in Asian continents, or you're the South Pacific countries, is like especially I've interviewed ladies from the South of America, like South America and Mexico, where it's because of the masculinity ideals. It's not very traditional to see women with muscle, you know.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. But here the thing is that you are an athlete. You find your passion. You enjoy what you do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I do. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, you
you know,
should.
but sometimes it's just hard for me. Like people would look at you, they don't. What is she doing to her body? Such things like that. But I don't
Well,
mind.
that's the thing with people. They always have their own ideas of what you should do. I mean, some people still believe the old fashioned, you should be barefoot and pregnant. Should be just be home cooking and cleaning. But
Yeah,
as long as you like what you do and you like who you are, it shouldn't really matter what other people think. I'm like this. I don't be worried about what people got to say or think about me because you know what? They don't live my life.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. So, is your husband there? He's sitting in the room or
No, no, he's not. He's doing his stuff.
you want to say hello for a minute or he's just
No, I don't think so.
that's all right. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, so you went to Japan. What's that like? You're going to another country competing. I know there's some things that I think some ladies were dealing with issues like it was like really hot over there and then
Oh
also
yeah, the
issues with
weather is
translation.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather is hot, but it's okay because here in the Philippines and in Japan, it's like it's the same weather, so I didn't have a hard time, adjusting. So it was okay.
Yeah. Well, both Japan and the Philippines are big islands in the middle of the ocean. Y'all used to a lot of water and humidity. I live in North Carolina. We're like right on the coast of the United States.
Yeah,
And we usually get some humidity. I was it about 3 weeks ago, I went to Florida, went to Tampa Bay Pro. That's
yeah,
another level of humidity. I
yeah,
just
yeah,
ooh. You went to the States. I mean, because I know I remember one year you went to the Olympia when they had it in Vegas. I think that was in 2022.
yeah. I was there last year.
Last year too? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
2024 at the Olympia.
Oh, what was that like for you? Experience of being like one of the biggest events in bodybuilding.
I enjoy attending the Olympia. I meet other athletes, other pro, other people. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah, you learn from, when you watch the Olympia, you try to learn a lot of things. So
Well, it's
yeah,
experience. It's experience because you
yeah,
know
it's
what?
an
It's
experience for me.
yeah.
You know,
You're around
every
a lot
year
of top.
because every year there's new you see the new you know it changes
Yeah, you
like
see a lot of top level competitors.
yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah, especially I think one of the ladies that who I'm a big fan of that's really has come in and really brought life to bodybuilding, especially for the women's division, and that is the lovely Miss Andrea Shaw. I am
Yeah,
a fan of hers.
yes,
She's so beautiful. She's so amazing. I mean, I mean, she's really came in and brought new life to the women's bodybuilding division. You know, with
Yes.
her from people I've talked to and the interviews with that know her, she's just a nice person generally. This is I want to show you something real quick. This is something. This is my pride and joy. A friend of mine, she runs her own company called Bad Rap. In 2023, she was at the Olympia when it was in Orlando. And I love this because it's the last issue of Muscle Development, one of the popular magazines
Yeah.
back in the day. Yeah, they stopped making the print of it. You know, it's like last year, and
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's the
stopped.
last.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last print they made, and she was on the cover. And my friend Eunice, she was there. She ran to Andrea, and she signed it for me.
Oh yeah. She's nice. Andrea's very friendly.
Yeah, yeah. Who else did you meet at the show that you really like enjoyed the opportunity to meet as a competitor yourself?
Oh, I met of course my Angie Yao. Yeah, we have the same coach, and then Christine Nicole, and then who else? Hel Servino, and of course Miss Olympia, Miss Andrea Shaw, and Sarah Villegas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot of that's some of the top competitors there. You know, Hella Trevino, multi-time Olympic competitor, two-time Rising Phoenix
yeah,
champion. I mean, you know, big fan of hers. I know she's right now she's taking this year off because she had surgery on her knee a while back.
yeah, yeah.
We might
I
see her
just saw
come.
her in Japan.
Yeah, because I think her friend Suchi Butler was there. That was her. She was competing in the
Yeah, yeah.
women's
Women's
physique.
physique.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Suchi turned pro about last year.
last
We
year.
have we have here some guests here. This is my man Vinny. Shout out to Vinny. He says, he says, "Hey everyone, hey Vinny." Also, Vinny says this. He says, "It is a privilege to meet you at this
Meet and greet.
meet greet in Tokyo. I hope to see you compete again in the future." Wow, I mean, yeah.
Hi,
So Tony,
Vinny.
yeah, he went all the way to Tokyo. Wow,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I don't know. That's a long flight for me. I've
It's
never been on a plane. I don't know. I've been on a train a couple of times, been on a bus, but I don't know. You
I
know, it's
think
like that.
I think it's like a 16 hours flight from from the US to Japan, Tokyo. Yeah, I was
Uh,
talking to Roshana, so like it was like 13 hours, 14 hours for her.
mm. Yeah, I met Michelle Boswell a few years ago. She was down here in North Carolina. She was attending a seminar. You know, that was the year when she won the Puerto Rico Pro. She's a great lady, amazing person. We're going to do a live panel. We're talking to some ladies there who were at the Masters, and she's gonna be one of them. Is going to be there. Hope she can make it. But yeah, I mean, it's a flight. I mean, whew, that's half a
Yeah,
day.
it's 4 hours from Philippines to Japan.
So it's more convenient for you than anybody. Oh yeah. Yeah, I I'm just there's
Yeah,
4 hours compared to 13. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm you got to give me a tranquilizer, put me to sleep. I mean, put me in a coma, wake me up when we get there. I mean, yeah,
yeah. I know.
yeah. So you mentioned you and Andrew have the same coach. That means your coach is Brandon Ray.
Yes,
Yeah. So when did y'all meet and how'd you get together with him?
I met Brandon way back 2016 in Hong Kong. Um, I think it was Arnold, some classic. So I met him there, and then we started talking. I started asking some tips from him, you know, and then until 2019 when I turned pro. No, 2009. Yeah, 2019 when I turned pro. I started asking for some coaching tips from him because I was supposed to compete that year. Um, but pandemic came, so I had to postpone it. And then 2013, I had the opportunity to compete for the Masters Olympia in Romania. Then we started working together until now.
Yeah, I mean he's one of the, I think very popular coaches right now. I mean he has quite a few stables, counting yourself and just some other ladies I've interviewed that have been his clients. I mean I think what I hear some ladies he really understands the factors for a woman as a bodybuilder.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's really good. I saw how he take care of your of his athletes, like during the Japan show, like in the one in Tokyo, like every 2 hours we were FaceTiming and he was checking on me.
Well, that's good because that's the thing is you want that good coach who understands that sometimes there's a lot to do for athlete to take care of
Yeah,
the athletes and also to be concerned about their health. Some
yeah,
coaches, I think, just like I said, is to give a competitor a plan that's the same you might get to a man. But
yeah,
men and women are different. You have to factor in different things like body chemistry, also how your body's built. Like, you was doing women's physique, now doing women's bodybuilding. Everybody is not the same. You have to always remember that, there's so many differences between the sexes and also just a person in general.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And what's nice with him, like he wouldn't, he wouldn't let you go unless you perfect your posing.
So he does your posing too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, everything. He does my posing. He does my nutrition. Everything. So like, he wouldn't put down the phone unless you perfect your posing.
Like I said, so don't do this, don't do that, do this. It's just everything you
Yeah,
have to because he wants you to be your best when you get on the stage. Because it's the thing about bodybuilding. A lot of people don't
yeah,
understand. There's so much to it. It's not as simple as if you look at it, how people look at bodybuilding. They see it as, oh, you just lift a lot of weights and you take these magic pills and you get big and
yeah, yeah.
huge, but it's more to it. You have to follow a diet. You have to rest.
Yes, that's
Like,
true.
yeah, because earlier before we started, she just came back from doing cardio. She had her breakfast because that's one thing also that it's often hear that the diet is the percent. Was a big part of
Yes,
developing as a bodybuilder.
yes. Yeah, you eat like 6 times a day.
What do you like to eat if you wasn't on your prep right now? What would you like to eat? Just like what's your favorite food?
Right after the competition.
Yeah.
Oh, the first thing I wanted to eat after the competition was just a piece of bread.
Carbs, yes, carbs. Yeah,
Carbs.
yeah. That because you get that little bit of glucose in your brain, and you like right
No,
now.
cause I love breads. I love breads. So the first thing I wanted to eat was just a piece of bread that time.
Yeah, because I think a lot of ladies love that. I often have like the typical ones like burgers and fries, some like a piece of steak, a potato. One of the strangest one I ever had. I remember I was interviewing Barbara Majan. She said she loves sushi. I looked at her
Yeah.
funny. I'm from the South. I'm from South here, United States. We don't eat cold raw fish. If we eat fish, it
Oh,
has to
okay.
be hot and fried. Now I know people eat sushi, but where I come from, I'm a country boy, man. We like to eat our fish hot and fried. That's
Yeah.
just me. That's how I raised. This is from a man, Vinny. Shout out to Vinny. He just dropped this. He says, It was a 2 hour flight for me, better than my flight to Portugal Pro last year. He must live very
Wow. Where
close.
is he from?
He got to be somewhere like maybe China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, someplace. If that's 2 hour flight,
Oh, I think he's from China.
China, yeah, okay. So yeah, okay, yeah. So folks, while we got her here, we're gonna do this. We're gonna jump into a social media bit. We're gonna pull up some stuff. We'll look at her pictures from the show and other stuff. If you want to follow Amy, her links are in the description of this live. If you're interested in reaching out and support her, please do, because these ladies do need that. They need that support because it's a tough sport. But guys, out of respect to her husband, and her family, no weird stuff, nothing like that. Come on, be respectful. I know you love these ladies. Right now, she's in a tank top. She's all pumped up. It's been 2 weeks of the show, and I know it get you guys excited and see women like this, but calm down, guys. Take it easy. Be nice. You get more with sugar than you do with vinegar. So we're gonna pop into her social media here, and here she is. This is where she won her pro card, and what was that feeling like when they say now you are IFBB pro?
Oh my God. And there was some mixed feelings. He like I was about to cry that time on stage when they called my name. Like I can't still believe, that's the feeling. That you can't believe your name was called for the new IFBB Pro.
Yeah.
But
Here's some pictures
of
here.
course, of
Yeah.
course, there was, you were very happy because all the sacrifices, all, it paid off.
Yeah. Well, I told you, it's not sacrifice so much as investment as yourself
Yeah.
as an athlete. You really put in the time investment here. Here she's doing some training. She sent me some training pictures earlier this week. Oh, actually, yeah, and she looks really good. Like in the gym here, and what is in your gym? When you're in the gym, what's that workout you love the most? And that workout you say, I just hate it. I don't want to do it.
Oh, what I hate leg day.
Mm.
I
Your
think
job.
everybody would say that,
Well,
but
well, I
of
had a few
course you
ladies
have
say
to work on it.
I had a few ladies. So many love leg day. I tell them you're a sick freak. I don't know why you like leg day, but I think they just like the pain of it. And
Yeah.
and what's the one you love the most? That one just gets you going.
I love doing shoulders. I love doing back.
Hmm. Mm. On the pictures, yeah, you have great back, great shoulders. Here's this picture from uh the Masters Olympia, and
Yeah.
I think it was Sandy was there as she was the head judge.
Yeah,
Did you get
Sandy was the
did
head judge.
you get a chance to talk to her? What was her critique? What she told you you might need to do?
Again? Who?
Sandy Williamson. What was her critique? You get to talk to Sandy?
Oh no, I haven't talked to her. I have to email her. I have to, she was like so busy that day, so I did approach her after the
Oh,
the event. Yeah. So I have to email her.
that's understandable because I know this is
But
a big
of
show.
course now,
Yeah.
like, we know what we lack in the last show. So Brandon and I are doing our I'm doing my assignment. So there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's like anything. It's a process as you grow and
Yeah,
develop.
it's a process.
Uh, as a competitor, as an athlete, here she is. Some pictures here. She's like at the event, showing off her shoulders and her back. Wow. I mean,
Yeah, I think every show, every time you go up on stage, you learn from it. You know your mistakes, and you have to move on and do the thing that you need to be done for the next show.
mhm. Now, what was that experience like? Because being in another country like Japan, and was it just you and or was your family with you?
No, just me and my husband who went to Japan for the Masters Olympia.
Yeah, I know. It's what was it like there? I mean, the experience for you and your mindset and between you two.
Because we've been to Japan, we've been to Japan. So it's like, nothing new for us. So we were just focused on the event, on the competition. Like, uh, the days after, like we just enjoyed eating and visiting some places again.
Mm, mm. I heard it's a very touristy town, especially Tokyo. I mean, a lot of people there. I mean, some people. Yeah, I think they went to this gym. I was talking with Tony Flex, Tiana's husband.
Yeah.
I thought it was a powerhouse gym. They said it's a very, very tight spot. You know, and
Yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, because there are some athletes who came earlier. I think, during the peak week they were there already, so they were able to go to the gym. Yeah,
yeah,
I flew to Japan Thursday, so I just had a day before the competition.
yeah. But like I said, yeah, it's look like you have fun. Here she is, hanging out with some ladies here. That's Tracy Smith. She
Yeah,
competing in women's
Tracy, she's
bodybuilding.
so nice.
Yeah, yeah. She's a fighter here in the United States. Also,
Yeah,
her serious side with Shauna. Shauna's going to compete this weekend at the
yeah,
Lena Popa Classic. And she done that show
yeah,
last
yeah.
year.
She's
Yeah.
doing Alina Popa.
Um, who is that lady? I think I recognize
Oh,
her.
that's Rene Marvin.
Oh wow, I haven't seen her in a while. Wow,
Yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah,
she competed about a couple of years ago, and then I think she's now retired now because
yeah.
we haven't seen too much
She
activity.
has family now.
And
Of
then she
course,
goes,
the
yeah,
queen.
that's the queen. 10 times, 10 times. Yesterday was her
Ten
birthday.
times.
Happy
Yeah,
belated birthday
Irish
to the
style.
queen, Iris Kyle, because her and her partner Hideki, I think they work with a promoter for the show because you see Hideki. Who's this? Wow, who's the lady with the wow with the
Yeah, she's
arms
from
showing?
Korea. She's
Wow,
Minju. Yeah.
wow, she looks wow, she's cute too. Wow, wow. And here she is. That's I think one of the other competitors. I forget who
Yeah,
she.
I think she's wellness in Zia.
Oh, all right, yeah, but yeah, it looked like you had a lot of fun, hanging out with women like yourself who share your common interests as
Yeah,
bodybuilders,
yeah. During the
and
meet and greet, yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's like she looked great, her a nice suit, and everything
Thank
looks
you.
wow. Ma'am, nah, man, you don't need to thank me. You just have a beautiful physique, a beautiful body.
Thank you.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
you put a lot of work and time into this, and especially with help with help with Brandon. And this one's the picture sent me. Her back, wow, it's a beautiful back. I mean,
Thank you.
wow. You gotta stop thanking me. I'm just, man. I just love y'all ladies. I'm just a fan. I can't help myself. We got
Thank
here
you.
some comments here. This is from Ash Fire. Shout out to Ash Fire. He says, Happy Abby got a interview. Geo, thank you, brother. So I appreciate that. Also, he says this. He says, motivation is peak. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Also, he says Abby, congratulations on competing in Japan and getting on a grand stage. Thank you again. Also, we got here from my man DJ. He shouts to him. He says, Alina Popa is the best. I like Alina Popa.
Yes.
I actually got to meet her.
Yes.
My first Bobby show was in 2022. I went to
Yeah.
Savannah. I went to Savannah Pro, and I got to meet her. And I talked to her and did a picture with her because a friend of mine was one of her clients. That's Tina Williams. And I said, hey, Tina told me to hello if I saw you. And she's a nice lady. I mean,
Oh yes, she
yeah,
is. She
yeah.
is.
Her and what people like her and Linda Murray are doing for women's bodybuilding. And one guy, every time I say his name, I gotta say his name because he's the guy that
Yeah.
came along and saved women's bodybuilding. Jake Wood. I gotta do this. This is my impersonation of
Yes.
Denzel from Training Day. Yo, Jake. I want that money. I want that gun. I can't
Yeah,
help it
yeah.
because he came along when women's bodybuilding was on the verge of getting dropped from shows. This year's still a bit of a struggle, because of promoters, because of numbers are so low. Even the Olympia, I think, counting Andrea and some of the other ladies that could be there, we might have maybe 13, 14 women. Still got a couple more shows left.
Yeah. Before the Olympia.
Yeah, yeah. Well, quick question is, are you planning on competing anymore? You feel like you want some
Oh
more
yeah.
time?
Yeah. We're competing not this year anymore, but we're competing first quarter of 2026. So, Brandon and I are planning everything now.
Well, that's good. Go ahead and give everything a head start on it. There's quite a few shows, especially where if you don't want to come over to the states. There's the
Yeah, I think yeah,
Imperial.
that's my next show. It would be in the States.
Yeah, just like shows like shows like there's just I went to Tampa. That's a great show. Or Linda
Yeah.
Murray. That's a great show. Or
Yeah.
as this year the Rising Phoenix is now
Yes.
qualification for it's been qualification for Olympia, but
Yeah.
as long as you have Andrea, Angela, or any of the top competitors there, no one's going to get a chance to get the qualification. But now it's an open opportunity.